Alright folks, welcome to another beer review. Very professional with the door showing in the camera. Doesn't matter. Today we're going over to Beak, and yes, this is the day after I did the triple IPA, which was just absolutely wonderful. And yeah, so off out with some workmates a little bit later, but I thought I'd have a couple of beers whilst I'm getting food and getting ready. So today we're going to be having a look at a can of Seb, which is a 7% IPA. Hi Seb, we thought we'd surprise you with this beer, a juicy pillowy-soft tribute to all your hard work, delivering, serving and shouting about Beak. Might be shouting about Beak myself tonight, but that's a completely different story. I don't touch that. Thank you from us all for your unrivalled combination of warmth, passion and gusto. We salute you. So, of course, giving one of their employees a shout out. Lovely artwork as per usual from Jay Cover. I have to always remind myself. And yeah, so as I've said in pretty much every other Beak review that I've recorded recently, did a bit of an order, mainly to get this t-shirt and the triple IPA associated with it. 5 beers, and I've got to say it's 4 out of 4 so far, so hopefully it's a 5 out of 5. This is the last of the beers, and I've got a bit of a Mersey Beers knobhead pour going on there. And yeah, I probably should have spaced these out really, but that's what happens when I order beer. I just end up, because I never have that much beer in the house anyway, I just end up, what I buy, I'll probably consume that week, which is not good, because let's be honest, it costs a fair bit, especially if you're buying beer on a weekly basis. But it was a little bit of a treat to myself. I've not done like a proper, well, I have done a few proper orders, but I thought the stuff I've had from Beak, I've really enjoyed. I don't drink them as much as I should do. And yeah, so very, very happy with my overall experience ordering directly with Beak. Highly, highly recommended. If your order's over 50 quid, you get free delivery. And if for your first order, sign up to the mailing list and you get 10% off. So, you know, just do it. Anyway, beer in the glass then. And it's just pretty much like what you'd expect a hazy New England style IPA to look like, really. Sort of yellowy orange. It's a little bit more of a dulled shade as opposed to being a bright and vibrant, although it is a vibrant looking beer, like tropical fruit juice mix or something along those lines, but not lilt. Is that true that they don't make lilt anymore? I don't know. It's like Brannigan's crisps. They are like honey and mustard. Probably some of the most intense honey and mustard crisps ever, but they don't do them anymore. A little bit of a tidbit there for you, and there's a bit of a big tidbit there. So, looking very nice in the glass indeed. And let's see what we get on the nose. Ooh. A little bit of grape coming through. It's got like a mixture of lemon and lime. Subtle, tropical, mango-y like sweet aroma, but not really in your face sweet. But yeah, orange. Smells absolutely wonderful. So without any further ado, let's give it a taste. Cheers, and cheers, Zeb. From the beers I've bought, 5 out of 5. Really, just every beer I've had from this order has just delivered. And I said it in, I think it was the double IPA review, that you sometimes buy like 5 of the same styles of beer from one brewery at a time. And a lot of time, the rotating hops that they've got surplus of, so you'll get about 3, they've got like the main sort of like the same hop profile, just slightly different additions, added differently, different amounts, that sort of thing. And they do come across a little bit samey. I can't really say. There's probably been a couple of flavours that have been similar throughout each beer that I've done recently from Beak, but they all taste different. And I bring this point up all the time, especially when breweries now are releasing 2 or 3 new beers on a weekly basis. It's just nice to have a little bit of a change up. And this, I'd say it's a little bit more drier. Maybe they've used some sort of like New Zealand hops in this one, because it does have that sort of like musky, grape-like Nelson vibe to it. Slight herbal tones, but there's a really nice dulled orange sort of flavour. That lime I was getting on the nose, there's a sharpness of lime juice. Mouthfeel is as they've described, pillowy. Really, really nice. I would say it's got a savoury edge to it, but it's not like a dank savoury. Dank savoury sounds like a really shit straight to video 80s action star, doesn't it? I was going to try and come up with a like little tagline, but I'm not going to do it. You know, that one voice that was in every single trailer in the 80s. Sort of like, you know, along the lines of Dirk Diggler or Johnny Wad, although that's more pornographic 70s, early 80s references there. I'm a cultured soul, I'm sordid, I'm debauched, a little bit of a degenerate, but I'm well read and I'm cultured, so. And I'm an absolute twat. And I think quite a few people will agree with me on that one. But yeah, I can't remember what that stemmed from then, and I choose not to remember. So it's still absolutely fantastic, but I'd say that this is the one that I've enjoyed the least out of the 5. But that doesn't mean it's not an enjoyable beer. It's still absolutely banging, and they've done a terrific job with this. It's just a little bit more drier, a little bit more savoury. And the more I'm drinking it, the more I'm getting an almost Nelson-like aftertaste. But aside from that, very, very happy. We've still ended on a high with this recent order, and I need to buy more Beak. People in areas like Skelmersdale and the Merseyside will have a different connotation to what Beak is. It's not worth it. Although it does sober you up a little bit, I suppose. Anyway. Beautiful. Absolutely lovely. There's a little bit of a sherbety flavour coming through now that the beer's in the glass. But yeah, that was Seb, a 7% IPA from Beak. Fantastic stuff. Highly, highly, highly recommend buying from Beak directly, or if your bottle shops and your online retailers will all have these beers. And I'm preaching to the choir about this brewery, obviously. But yeah, I say that you'll be seeing a lot more Beak beers on the channel. But I say that every time that I've not had a beer, that I've had a beer from a brewery that I've not had from for a while. So yeah, it is what it is. Fantastic beer though, highly recommended. And yeah, if you've tried it, let me know your thoughts, opinions down below. If I was Seb, I'd be very happy with that. And what a lovely tribute. So cheers for watching. Check out Beak. All the information will be in the description. And yeah, you all take care, stay safe, and I shall see you all later. I'll see there. Don't know why I did a Wigan phrase, so who cares?